very difficult to see how a fisherman that's not part of the kind of club that a PO is can exist. 40 years ago I'd have said you could have done without it, but today I don't think you can, just for the simple fact of managing the quotas. That is a big issue in itself. We do representational stuff, we do stuff like this, helping them with the chandlery and stuff. We do their paperwork for them in terms of buying and selling of boats and getting licenses fixed up and all this kind of stuff. It's a never-ending chore. And of course, on top of that, you've got effort to manage as well, days at sea. You've got all kinds of technical measures that come in, like panels and nets and stuff like that. You've got to fight that particular corner as well. Indeed, if you look around the UK for any vessel that's of any size at all, it pretty much has to be in a PO.
Couldn't a fisherman just come along and join if he's got a licence?
We've not had to turn anybody away. Yes, they've come to us with licenses and no quota, and we explain to them that that puts you on a second tier, if you like, of PO membership, whereby what you would do is you will lease the quota off us. And it's not expensive, it's something like £150 a tonne, and the market price is £2,500, so it's a fairly small thing, but it saves them the capital cost of investing in quota before they start. When I first started here, it was pretty much a day boat thing. You went out in the morning, you came back at night the same day. It doesn't happen like that these days. They fish through weekends, they fish extended trips, they fish when they need to basically survive. So there's a lot more strain and pressure, if you like, on individual fishermen. But basically, there's been small changes, subtle changes, but at the end of the day, the continuity is remarkable. And I'm not just talking about the last 40, 45 years that I've been involved. I'm looking back before those days at some of the pictures of Odard glass in the herring boom, and it was the same industry. It was just a different dimension. You know, we got health and safety and hygiene and all this kind of stuff now. So instead of doing it in the open in barrels on the quay, you're seeing a factory around the town which is state of the art and spaceship-like in its orientation. You were still, in those days, using a drift net to capture herring, which seasonally swam in great numbers off the coast of County Down here. And as I say, going back into the Norman time, they were catching them. But this collection here basically is the more recent history of it, and we go from the period when we were using vessels which just relied on sail to for their propulsion.
As the industry's changed, has it remained as an important part of the community?
Oh, very much so. I mean, you take this industry out of art glass and you've nothing left, or very little left anyway. But the industry is bloody resilient. It stays. It's still here. More boats in art glass now than I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, when I first came here, I think there was 3 boats in art glass. You got 30 now.
I suppose one of your main things then is that you're able to help look after the interests of the fishermen while they get on trying to make a living.
That's exactly our role, is basically to take that strain off the actual fishermen themselves and basically let them get on and fish.